to that guy until I started speaking like a Niger. I'm not even kidding you. I could even tell you what he was going to say next in the sentence. That's how I really wanted to know how to trade. I wasn't even playing. I was to that guy until I was so desperate. I wanted to know. Back in the day, they used to share their screens, and so you could see how much money they have in their accounts.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah. And then the FTC told them they can't do that, So they used to share, man, some of these people have $18 million in their account. You're looking at that account, you're like, are you kidding me right now?
Whoa.
Are you kidding me right now? They could take like another guy called Ness. He would take like $250,000 trade right there in front of you. Poof. He's just writing 250,000. And there you are taking $1 trades because we were brand new. It's amazing. And obviously somebody like that has been trading continuously, right? Ness was he's actually the voice behind most of the videos. So he's been in the school for 9 years, right? He's just been learning, you compound. In fact, there's another guy called Matthew Thayer. Matthew Thayer, he would trade with his account. I think he was like 13 million or something. I remember one day I was watching him. He made $450,000 in one trade, but he would take many trades. $450,000 in one night. Are you kidding me? So I wanted to know this thing. I remember just staying up late. I would listen. I'm like, I can't get it. I listen again and I listen again and I listen again until I got it. So anyway, hey, you guys, wanted to do a quick trading. What do we call this thing? Trading with Janey Bode. If you can have your video on, even better. I really thrive on energy, and energy comes from seeing your beautiful faces. So I'm going to share my screen with you to just show you how I trade. This is not a replacement of IM Academy. In fact, what I want you to do before we even get started, you need to go and watch Kenry's video from today. It was very, very good. It was a newbie setup call. You need to get into a habit of watching the traders. That's where you're going to learn the best. You're going to learn the best by listening to the traders. So just to be very, very clear, I want you guys, if you're doing HFX, you need to come to HFX. And the two traders that we like, they use our strategy, which is called double blessing strategy, is Kenry Moore and Oladapo Onadipe. Okay. And so if you're able to, by the way, who's CK? Can you put your real name there? CK. I'm trying to think who CK could be. Make sure you have your real name on there. That way we just want to make sure that everybody here belongs here. So thank you so much for letting me know. I don't know who you are, CK, but thank you so much for letting me know you can put on your video. I really appreciate that. So today, the first thing I want you guys to do, honestly, go watch today's video. He broke it down. He broke it down so well. I watched him and I watched it 2 times because I always learn. I'm always learning. I want to be the best of the best. So today's video was really good. He went back to fundamentals. Catherine, okay. Awesome, Catherine. I know who you are now. And so it's important for you to literally go watch this video. So I also want to bring up something. We've done our very best to take as much information from the school as possible to really help you with setup. So if you're brand new to us, if this is your first day today, please make sure you go to this website. It's been sent to you on your email, and it's coming from whoever signed you up. So come here, put in your information. It's important for you to register because this is how we know who is part of our organization. I have a database I'm collecting, and so please make sure you register here. You only have to register once. Also, you go through this website. This is your setup website. Please know everything you need is here. Everything you need is here. You don't need nobody. You don't need nothing else. You just need to come to this page and start following instructions slowly by slowly. Okay. Just make sure, don't read like a novel, read and read it and write any notes and questions. And if you have any questions, please reach out to our Telegram group. If you're brand new, you might be part of our WhatsApp group, please reach out there because you're there temporarily for 2 weeks. Read this to understand. Don't read this just to peruse through it, okay? Don't forget that there is a calendar for our team. So if you do not understand, like if you're being surprised by meetings and you're like, wait, I didn't know that was a meeting for our team, it's because you're not looking on your calendar, or you have not downloaded it, or you have your notifications off, okay? Any meetings that are part of Bode Millionaire Club, they're gonna be set in here. Remember, all the instructions are here. I also did change the video, and I said, start watching the recorded video for 4/28/2022. If you skip any of this stuff, you will feel a little bit lost. If you go through this page, you're gonna know exactly what to do. I promise you, everything. I just downloaded my brain on here and I put everything that I know. And if you follow this and you read through this, if you have to read through this 50 times, do it. So that is just the basic, okay? So today, I'm actually gonna start with let me start with a, is there anybody here that does not understand how to take HFX swipe? Maybe I do see a lot of new people here. So let's just take an HFX swipe, okay? So open up your demo real quick. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick HFX swipe, and then we're gonna do a little charting, and we're gonna time to take a trade at 7:30. And I'll tell you the reason why we take trades at 7:30 is because we've noticed that when you take trades at 7, 7:30, 7:45, those are the best timing of trades, okay? Those are the best timings of trades, 7, 7:30. So it's on the hour, 30 minutes after the hour, 45 minutes after the hour, and at the hour. So 9 o'clock, 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock, okay? That's when we've noticed that our trades are being super successful, and so we like to take trades at that time. Anybody confused about that? Anybody please confused about that? Okay. So if you take trades any other time, you have created your own little strategy, and don't blame anybody when your trades go south all the time. Okay, if you take trades any other time, you've created your own strategy, and don't blame anybody but yourself and your little fingers for taking trades when you're not supposed to, and your little greedy brain, including me. We've all been there. Alrighty, so I want to talk about HFX swipe very quickly. I think it's super important for everybody to know how to take HFX swipe, okay? So if you do not know, there's an app called HFX swipe that you need to download. You're gonna be using the username and password that you used to sign up. HFX swipe is gonna look like this. It's gonna have the pair, also known as C asset, on the top, Euro USD. It's also going to tell you if you're going to be clicking a put or a buy, a put or a call. It's going to say right there. It's going to give you all the digits past the period. So it's going to say .5057742, 05742. It's not going to give you the whole number. It's only going to give you the last digits after the period. If you see a trade that says 5 to 15 minutes, just know this means that you could take 2 trades, one for 5 minutes at the same entry price, and one at 15 minutes at the same entry price. This thing, fixed time on, literally just means that trade is going to be exactly 5 minutes, or your trade is going to be exactly 15 minutes. Anybody confused on this? Anybody confused on what I just said? You can type out your You can type out your question or you can unmute yourself if it's faster for you.
I have a question on this.
Yeah.
When sometimes you see the message after like 2-3 minutes have passed, are you still supposed to go or do you just ignore it?
Yeah, 2 minutes is not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 minutes is not too bad because honestly, the price would not have moved too far from that. And honestly, sometimes if you even look at 2 minutes and the price is too far, you just wait for it. And I can show you how to wait for it. Okay. You don't have to wait and keep looking at the graph going up and down. I'll show you what I do. I normally put an alarm on TradingView. So 2 minutes is not too bad unless you come in. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. There's no way the price would have ran away too far. If you don't see it around the price, it just means it hasn't even gotten there yet. Because I took a trade that Kemry gave us, and literally I think it took 10 minutes to get there. You know, I went in there, I'm like, what are you talking about? It's not even there, which was nice because I was able to just relax and go into TradingView and put an alarm. Okay. Any other questions on this? We're good on this screen. Please, 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 please ask questions. If you're confused about anything, ask questions now. I don't want to get a text message from you separately because you are shy. Don't be shy. We're all students. I just happen to be just a little bit ahead. I'm just a student. I'm basically just saying the same thing I've been taught from the school, okay? Okay, so all you have to do now is go into your broker. And then now, so I'm going to exit out of this. I'm just going to go into my broker and take that trade. Anybody here that doesn't, yeah, I think there's somebody here that doesn't know how to take the trade. So we're just going to go through that. I see a lot of new names. So let me just show you how to take this trade.
The Google Pixel 6.
Please make sure you mute yourself when you jump on. Mute yourself. Alrighty, so now how do we take this trade? It's very, very simple. So you guys, we know it's Euro USD. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. So we know it's Euro USD, right? We know it's Euro USD. So all I have to do here is come to Euro USD. And then it tells me, I'm just looking on my phone, it says 0.05742. All I have to do is just look at where this point is, 0.05146. So this one is kind of far, right? But then I can at least prep my trade. So I'm going to put 5 minutes here. Why? Because they told me here, 5 minutes. And then all I have to do now is just to wait for 0.05742. I just want this number to be as close as possible. It doesn't have to be exactly the same number. Okay, does not have to be exactly the same number. It can be as close as possible. As long as it's not too far, you should be okay. And in this case, I'm just going to click the put button. Any questions on there? Okay, so now this is a little advanced. If you're brand new, please just bear with us. This is going to be recorded. You can definitely get this from my YouTube channel. Please just watch it over and over. It's all going to make sense. I promise you. Now, if you are at work, TradingView has an app. You can just come in and draw your, if let's just say, for example, you're like, oh man, that trade is so far away. And I just want to hear a bell when the trade gets to my zone area. You can just come to Euro USD here. Okay, and then you're going to use this tool right here, trend line tool. This is advanced. Please just realize this is a little advanced. I'm going to grab the horizontal line. This has been recorded. And all I have to do now is I'm going to look and say, I want to hear an alarm. I want a reminder at 0.05742, 0.05742, 0.05742. Why am I? Oh, because it's so far away. Okay. So I'm just gonna say, oh no, anything is not moving. I'm just gonna say, ring me a bell when you get very close. I'm just gonna put it right here, okay? I'm gonna click, I just clicked on my mouse and I'm just gonna say add alert at 05741. Well, I should have put it a little lower. You should put it a little lower. Maybe 25, okay? Put it at 25. Why? You want to have enough reaction time. So this thing is just gonna go. If you have your phone, you're gonna see it like it's gonna pop up on your phone. You can even your phone can be on silence, but the window is gonna pop up and say, "Hey, your trade is getting to the zone area that was mentioned." This is only if it's so far away and you don't want to sit there looking at the computer, looking at your phone. So this thing goes off. Once it goes off, you just go on your phone and you take the trade. Any questions on that?
Is a trading view an option from Bide Forex?
An option.
Yeah, like the way we have Hourglass. Because I have never downloaded this trading view one.
Yeah.
I have Hourglass and everything else, not the trading view.
Yeah, it's completely it's a separate software. Yeah, it's a completely different software. It's an addition software that just has a little.
Oh, trading view right there on number 2. Okay, I'll set it up.
Yeah. So this is part of my website. So, you know, we've talked about it. If you want to use it, I always say it's good. It's a detailed chart to watch while trading. Use for analysis while trading. Make an account. You know, it's handy, especially if you're about to do. I'll show you why I like it. And this is advanced, obviously, right? I'll show you why I like it. Okay. So yeah, you can just download it. It's free. Put your name. It's not gonna look, and you can change the background to be black. So once you sign up and it's not black background, just know it's my setting that I put it that way. Okay. And it's advanced. This is a little advanced. We normally just ask you to know the HFX and use our Hourglass. But if you go through my website, you're gonna see I've also included that, and I've talked about it a little bit, and I've said why I like it. Okay, so before I chart, I want to talk about something that is super important. Every one of you here, please make sure you go to compounddaily.org. calculator. You should never, ever take trades without knowing what you need to be making that day. You have to have a plan. The reason why a lot of people fail in trading is because they just go in with emotion. They don't have a plan. So every one of you, if you have not done this, and I've talked about this on my website, you know, download, you know, not download, but go to the compound interest calculator, and every single day you should know what is the amount of money I need to be making, because you have a goal of, let's say if your goal is $100,000, right? Or even $10,000, you have to know how much money you need to be making every single day in order for you to hit your target. And that's gonna give you discipline to really have, you know, that skill of risk management. If you don't have a skill of risk management, you're wasting your time trading, because one day you're going to blow your account. So if you have not downloaded this, or if you have not loaded this and figured out your plan, you need to do it this way. If majority of you are starting your accounts with $500. You know, you can say every day I want to make 6%, or you can say every day I just want to make 4%, which is roughly 2 trades, right? 2. You don't need to be taking more than 2 or 5, or, you know, no, just stick to your plan, or you can say 6%. 6% is up there. This is my number here. Okay. So, you know, 260 is a number of days in a year. for trading minus the weekends and the holidays. And at this point, we're just going to say you're going to be reinvesting all the profit. So you're not taking any money out immediately. You're going to exclude weekends. And then all you have to do is just to calculate now. So this is all I've been using, you guys. And I've made massive, I've created, my account is very huge, the one that I'm doing the compound interest on. But it's because of discipline. But it wasn't easy in the beginning, obviously. So if you start with $500, you just know that your first day, you just need to make $30. And you're not making $30 out of taking a 6% trade. You're only taking 2% trade on each trade. 2%, yeah, 2% trade on each trade. What do I mean by that? If you have $500, you're just going to do $500 times 0.02. You're going to see it's $10. So on here, my dear brothers and sisters, you're only going to be putting $10 to trade. Anything more than that, if you have $500, you're doing your own thing, and one day it's going to bite you in the butt. Okay? Don't be putting, $20, $30 in here when your account is $500. You're over trading, you're over leveraging, and that's going to get you in trouble. A lot of people want to put in, oh yeah, maybe I can put 150, that way I make $90. It doesn't work like that. We're really banking on the compound interest. The reason why so many of us are super successful is we're slow with we're not in a rush to make a lot of money. And eventually you're going to get to where I am. You're going to get here. This is my daily goal. Around here, $1,000 profit. Did it take me a while? It took me a little bit of time to build that way. Okay. So have the discipline of saying, okay, today is the 25th. How much money do I need to make today? You just say, okay, it's $30 today. Once you hit your $30, just get out of the market, please. Because once you hit your amount and you want to hit more, now you're becoming an emotional trader. You're no longer a business, an investor. You're becoming an emotional trader. An emotional trader is a worse trader because you can put $100, it's gone. You take a trade going the wrong way, it's gone. Okay. I think I see a question here. Any questions? Anybody? I needed to be reminded of a trade. That sounds better than having to wait out. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Okay. So please, just don't be greedy. I promise you it's going to happen. Because even if you look at it this way, okay, $1,000, man, by May 10th, you have $1,000 out of $500. Remember, you're smart. You're an educated investor. You're not here to gamble. Just take your 3 trades and close the computer. When you lose 2 trades in a row, close your computer. Don't trade that day. Janey, but I can just take a break, go take a walk, or, go scream outside and come back, I'll be good. No, you're not good. You know why you're not good? It could be the market that is messing you up. You might be charting the whole thing in a really good way. You could be like, your skill, right? But the market is doing one of this. It might not even be in the news. The market is all over the place. And then now you're losing money and you're thinking, I don't know how to trade. If you lose 4% in a day, listen to me, get out of the market. You're done for that day. Get out. No matter how the devil is going to whisper in your ear. Go ahead and take another 6%. This time it's going to go your way. Tell them, no, devil, I'm not listening. Oh, but you can take 2 more in the evening. That way you make up for that day. No. Your emotions are going to mess you up. Just say, the money is still going to be there tomorrow. Come back tomorrow refreshed and look at where you need to be and just hit your target. Trust me, even if you end up losing 1 trade every single day and you make a 4%, that 4% is better off, with time than leaving that money, that same amount of money in your bank. So I want you guys to make sure. A lot of people fail at this because they're emotional traders. You only trade 3 trades. You're only taking 2% per trade. 2. The moment you hit your second loss, you're out. I'm done. Even if you have to talk to yourself, get out of the market, because now you're messed up in the head. Okay, so that's super important. I wanted to spend a little bit of time there. Okay, so what, let me just make sure there's no questions. You're welcome. Please never do revenge trading. Awesome. Okay, so how do I trade, you guys? The first thing I always do is come here and I figure out, okay, Janey, where are you today? What day is it? How much money do you need to make for that day, right? I always have a rough idea of $1,000, which now it should be more. It's gonna be more because I'm beyond that bracket of 1,000. Okay, so I come here and say, okay, what day is it today? Today is the 25th. Okay, how much money do I need to make today? Okay, so that's check. Okay, the other thing I come here is I pull up my livechart.co.uk, and then the other thing I pull up is I pull up my trading view. This is a little advanced. It's gonna be available in my YouTube, so you can pull it up. The other thing I do obviously is hourglass. Then my last tool is I need to figure out, do we have any news? Okay, so I come here, any red folder means that it's a big problem. Okay, so this morning there was news with a red folder. Red folder just means it's the impact of the news is strong enough to really affect trading today. So if you see, especially United States dollar, if it has a red folder, that day Jesus is telling you, especially within that 2 hours, just get out. Don't worry, don't trade. There's no need for you to be in the market. Why? That money is going to be there tomorrow. The money is not going to be there tomorrow if you're trading and you know it's a red zone, it's a red folder, because that money is going to walk away from your account so fast you're not going to believe it. I don't know if you guys remember the cartoons we used to watch when we were kids. You know, if you're trading and you have a red folder, it's almost like 2 cartoons are being bashed together in their heads and you see stars. Right? Stay away. United States dollar folder, when it's red, it's going to affect even the euro and Japanese yen. Just stay away from trading. Walk away and say, thank you, Jesus, I have the discipline. Okay, so that's the first thing I look at. So Japan here had a holiday all day. Obviously, be very cautious. A holiday just means the Japanese yen is not moving as much because it's not people pouring money into the market in Japan. So you want to kind of stay away from the Japanese yen if you can, right? So you're not going to be trading UJ. You're not going to be trading EJ. Just stay away. Okay, so that's the first thing. Any questions on that? Okay, the next thing I do is I come here and I look at the currency strength. What am I trying to do here? I'm just trying to figure out which 2 currencies can I trade that have a bigger variance between themselves. Okay, so the more bars separation we have, the better it is, because that means that the trades are not going to flip on me. So if I see Australian dollar USD, this is a really good trade, right? Because United States dollar has 1 bar, Australian dollars has 5 bars. I'm not interested in UJ because today's a holiday. I'm not touching that. I don't like trouble. I've been there. I was hard-headed when I started. No, I'm not touching that. And then the other things you look at, okay, maybe NZD, USD, no. These 2 bars and 1 bar, I ain't touching that. Okay. Maybe you can do Euro, USD, but again, it's not just, the distance between these 2 is not far enough for you to feel comfortable to trade against them. The difference, when the difference is larger, the better it is for you. Any questions on that? All right. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to hourglass very quickly. Always make sure you refresh your hourglass. And then, so now I know AU was one of the trades that I wanted to take. And we might, let me tell you something. When you see candles like this, like they're long and then there's an aggressive move like that, it's usually not a good indicator of like stability in the market. That is just too much of a sharp movement. Okay. So, you know, if I were to take this trade, I'm going to use a lot of caution. And actually, this might not be a. If I were to trade this trade, I will probably just take a 1%. Okay. So if you're in your demo account, go ahead and take maybe a 1%, and we're going to do 3 minutes. And then we'll talk through this. Just 1%. And we're going to do a call on AU for 3 minutes. Already taken off the. It took off from over here. What?
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, we caught it right on time.
Rejected. Yeah. I missed it here though.
You missed it? Oh, shoot.
I missed it. I missed it.
You still get it.
Yeah.
If
Hopefully.
it's strong.
Yeah. So I normally don't take trades that quickly. I'll show you what I normally do. So I usually go into trading view, and then I'm going to look at AU. Okay. So what I do in trading view is very simple. I do what we call charting. Okay. So I'm going to go to my 1 day. I want to see what was the behavior of the market a day ago. Okay. I'm going to come here. Okay. I'm going to come here and I'm going to pick up my tool again, horizontal line. And I'm going to put, I know I'm looking for a call. So I'm going to expand my candle as much as possible. And I'm going to be just drawing a line to see where the market was bouncing off of on my second to last candle. Okay. I just drew a line on the base of this candle and on the base of the week. Okay. And I know my 1 day is a red line. And then from 1 day, I'm just going to go to see the behavior of my candles in 1 hour. In this case, I'm just going to change the color. I'm also going to expand. And I'm going to say, I just want to see where the market bounced back. And I'm going to draw a line right there and right here. Okay. I just looked at the second candle and I just drew a line on the base of the candle and the wick of the candle. I'm also going to do the same thing at the 15-minute zone.
I would do that.
I'm going to go to the 15-minute zone. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick a different color. Whoa, where'd you go? Where'd you go? I'm going to pick a different color and I'm going to go to the second to the last candle. However, if you notice this, the market just went all the way downtrend and then it started consolidating here. Okay. I'm still going to take my candle and go here. I'm sorry, I'm going to take my line and go there. And then I'm going to go right here. I can already tell you this does not look like a good trade for us because of all of a sudden the market just went all the way up and then it just dropped and then it just started consolidating. Consolidation is when it's just doing a kind of trying to figure out what to do. Okay. Now, based on the yellows, okay, based on the yellows, which are the 1 hour, it looks like, and I'm not too happy with this trade, by the way. I'm not happy with the movement of the market. I would never put too much money in a market that did this. It's just so abrupt that it doesn't make me feel comfortable. I always like to see some I like to see the market just behaving in a very good way, not all this like all of a sudden movements. Okay, that's the reason why even charting like this, I'm not too sure I could take this trade and be comfortable with putting $1,000 into it or $600 into it. But if let's just say we assume that this market was not behaving this way, like going all the way up and dropping again, going up, long candles coming down, going up and dropping all the way and shooting all the way up. What I would be looking for here for a call is around this zone here. Let me see. Around the 0.71,000 zone. And I'll tell you why. So I chose this line because, first of all, let me just take it out and you see why I chose this. I'm choosing this area because of, I am seeing this support, this little blue. And at the same time, I can tell that this market around here was a ceiling. You see this? The resistance and the support. So this tells you that the market bounced here and then came all the way and bounced here. So every time you see a resistance, meaning which is a floor from a previous ceiling, that seems to be a more stable area. And honestly, don't ask me why, because that's all I memorized and I'm doing very well making money. If you want to know why, you need to invest a little bit more time on IM.Center. IM.Center, if you're interested, if you're the kind of student that is interested in getting to know why, you need to literally make time and go through the academies and start studying to understand why it is, why the market does whatever it does, okay? Make time here and come study and understand, okay? Candlesticks, all that good stuff. Support and resistance here. This is where you'd get your why. This explains very well, okay? So that is where I would take my trade. And by the time I'm taking a trade like this, trust me, I'm putting in really good money. A trade like this one that we just took, I would not put in too much money. I wouldn't. I would put 1%. Why? I'm not comfortable with these movements here. All right. Any questions? You cleared. Everybody's making some money. Did I clear? I did not clear. You guys made money without me. I'm so jealous. I knew I wasn't gonna clear. I entered it so late. Good job, Bilha and Rose. You guys did good. Okay. So that's the way I do my charting.
I took a trade.
You took a trade? So let's see who else is available here. Anybody seen a trade we could take? Hey,
I think AU will come back.
Yeah. AU looks like it's gonna come back. The reason why I wasn't very comfortable with this AU is we normally say we need to see a cross up. A cross up just means that the line is going below the green and crossing up. And if you notice, it was crossing on the top. That's the reason why I say take a 1%. There's a small chance you're gonna win. But if the trade comes, if this graph comes here, the black line comes here and it crosses the green and then crosses up like this, then you know, there's a good trade there. Although still, I just don't like this whole blue nonsense that was going on here and these little candles here that look like the little teeth. I don't like that at all. So I would not, even if I took this trade, I would not be putting in a lot of money. I would probably put $20 out of a $30,000 account. I wouldn't put a lot of money at all. Okay. So let's look at other trade. Let's look at other, yeah, something goofy was happening. You see this, guys? You see how these little candles Oh, that's you, JPY. Never mind. JPY was already out. So that is our presentation today. I want to just open up the line for any questions. Sorry, we didn't do a lot of trading. I just want to give you fundamentals. That way you guys can honestly know how to trade. Yes, you see that? That is just, it's red flag, big time for me. See those these candles look okay, and then they start to look tiny, and then I would not be touching this market right now. Not with a lot of money. You can do with a little money. All right, any questions? Please don't be shy, just ask.
Hey, Janey.
Yeah.
So when you're looking at Hourglass, what would you recommend? Going back an hour or go back the whole entire day to see how the candles are laying out?
Yeah, with Hourglass, when you look at it, you just, I mean, honestly, you can do the hour thing on Hourglass the same way I did with TradingView. You can literally do the same thing if you want, and just draw out your lines. But when you're taking the trade, you're taking it at the 5-minute one, the 5-minute, the 5-minute zone. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. So the 5-minute zone will be always when we're looking at the swipe coin will be the green, right? The green shaded area.
Say that again about swipe coin.
Yeah, so the 5-minute zone would be where they have the highlight of the green area, right?
On HFX swipe?
On swipe coin?
Oh, so
I think talking about the Ivan Cabro line.
Yeah,
okay.
the thick one, the thick line.
So swipe coin is
Oh.
crypto.
It's the Emma she's talking about.
The EMA?
Uh-huh.
The EMA. Go ahead and answer then. Go ahead and answer.
Yeah, go Rose.
What was the question?
Oh my goodness. For instance, if you see swipe coin, right? You get, like, for instance, the demo. You pull it up and then there's that thick green line, and then there's the, like, the entry point. So is that the area we're trying to, is that our goal right there for the 5 minutes? Or am I just making it confusing?
So swipe coin is completely something different.
Okay.
The swipe coin is for crypto.
Okay. What are we doing today then?
This one is Forex. So you're probably
okay.
thinking
Then
of
see. Okay. Today's Forex. Okay.
You're probably thinking of HFX swipe.
Yes.
Are you thinking of the HFX swipe?
Well, when I go through that, I get confused because it says entry and I'm like, okay, entry into what? Entry like now or entry in 5 minutes?
Oh, I think I know what you're saying. Okay, let me show you something. So when you see the 5 minutes, first of all, let's make sure that you're talking about this. So let's make sure you're talking about this.
Sorry, I'm new. I'm a newbie, y'all.
Hey man, these are good questions. I love it. Trust me, there's somebody here that does not even understand and she's shy, you know, so, or he's shy.
I have a question.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me answer Deanne first, real quick. Okay, so, did you mean this? Where are you? Okay,
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So this is HFX swipes. So you're saying here, right? The 5 to 15, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this just means that when you decide to take this trade, the time is going to be 5 minutes. So I'll show you what that means on the broker. Okay. So when I go here on my broker, if it's written 5 minutes like that, I go here and I just put in 5 minutes right here. That's all that means.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it means, yeah. Or if they say 15 minutes, they say 5 minutes / 15 minutes. It just means that you can take 2 trades.
Huh. That's what Rose does all the time. She always does 3 trades.
Yeah. So you can take 1 trade like right now, and then switch it to 15 minutes and take it again.
Ah,
I personally, I don't do that, only because for me, I just feel like I'm putting all my eggs in one basket.
okay.
Me personally, but at the end of the day, you see the school is giving you those two to take at the same time, so you can definitely do it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a personal preference.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if we pass the 5-minute mark?
Now you're just basically making up your own trade, and you're
Okay.
gonna probably pay for it.
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right. Because the trades don't come in quick. Okay.
Yeah. What means is, so when they were evaluating the trade, they said, hey, based on the information that we have, based on this charting, blah, 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 this trade would be
See?
really good.
There
if
goes Rose again.
5 minutes. We cleared IAU, yeah. So that's essentially exactly what what that means. Like, it's only 5 minutes. That trade was going to last you 5 minutes.
Okay.
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 Dorothy, go ahead, sweetie.
I just realized my question is
Oh,
quick
no!
one for crypto. I
Oh,
answered.
what'd you say? It's for crypto? You forgot it?
Yeah, it's for crypto, but
Go ahead.
I don't know if it,
You can ask.
yes, I wanted to know when it is that. Does the trade run for more than 2 days? The one we're taking, if when do we know it's not valid anymore? That's the question.
Yeah, that's a very good question. So when you start taking trades with crypto, they actually communicate with you. I'm going to show you where they communicate with you on SwipeCoin.
Yes, I do know.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they will tell us that now it's not valid. So I see it coming back to the same area and going
Yeah.
back.
So let me just show you how that happens. And those are very good questions. So when you're doing demo, that's the reason why we always tell you do demo first, then you're going to start having all those questions. And by all means, please make sure you're going through the SwipeCoin training, because it's SwipeCoin training. That way you can come across some of these answers too. Okay. So when they send out a trade like this, what happens is, if they want to update you with anything, you see this little box here on the right bottom, it's gonna highlight. What's happening here? This little box here, do you see this? The golden circle?
Yes.
Yeah. Highlight. So when then you come here, if you notice here, they say BTC USD didn't hit zone 1 for less than 100 pips. Position should be stopped at break or even for partial profits. Basically, they're telling you, kill your trade. So they do communicate with you here.
Okay.
Yeah. So they are communicating with you here.
So we need to listen and know the terms they use, like it.
Yeah.
Break even and take partial profit, those kind of stuff.
Yeah, and all that is here. Let me just show you where to find all that information. So if you go to academies right here, and you go to DCX, here, you're just going to go under leverage. If you can study this, take a little bit of time to study this, you're going to be in really good shape, because they introduce all that stuff for you. They tell you all those terminologies.
Can I ask a question now that we're on this part?
Yeah. Dorothy, are you done? Dorothy? If you're talking, you're muted. Okay, go ahead, Benedict.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Oh,
right.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. How many swipe coin trades do we get? Or I'm just wondering if my settings are okay, because sometimes I get only like 2 in a day. Like, how often do they come? Or do you go to that leverage chat to see more?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you do? Okay.
the trades really depends on the market.
Okay.
Sometimes you might have so many, you're like, I cannot believe it. Like there are too many.
Okay.
And sometimes you have nothing because there's nothing in the market. They don't want to send you trades just to send you trades. You're going to lose your money. However, we do know that the scalper ones are more. The scalper ones are more. And so if you want to go ahead and start studying on scalper,
Mhm.
to know how to take scalper, you can literally start studying that. Carol was going to start introducing you to that, but honestly,
Yeah, that's our next week's class with Coach Carol, but I'll find time and look at it too.
yeah. You're better off if you can come in here and study for yourself. All that stuff is here anyway, right? They're all here. They're all here within your academy. So if you want, you can go study. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where I saw them. Because the best thing to do is, just go and start studying by yourself. And then, when Coach Carol kind of introduces it, it's just a revision. At the end of the day, it's really good to just go study through the school. And then our sessions are just mostly Q&A. So just make sure, like, if you're interested in scalper a lot, this guy is really good. And he's on at 7 o'clock. He talks about it every day, and he's broken it down to like bite size. This is how I learned. You just come in, you just say, hey, I'm gonna come in and just learn swipe coin scalper. He talks about it like every day. Okay. So, and then, then also in the im.center, there's also a lot of videos there that talk about how to use it. Cool.
Thank you. Yeah.
Alrighty, you guys. So I hope you guys are really having fun with this. We really love sharing this whole trading thing. Just know it takes time. Don't give up. It takes time. It takes time. Otherwise, we have to end the call. I have another call in 4 minutes. I gotta go grab something to eat real quick, and then I'll be back. I'll see you guys at 8. Whoever shows up at 8.